Do you think that that sort of entitlement from this generation is... I mean, Camille Paglia would have said, telling people that they're safe and enlarging the definitions of things like sexual assault and whatever actually just endangers people.
Of course.
So you think that this and it seems to be completely the done thing on the progressive side of the argument to go in for safe spaces and to say that small little microaggressions are massive problems. This actually leaves people less safe, right? It leaves them more vulnerable to Orlando.
Of course it makes them more vulnerable because you are not above evil. You are not above intrusion. You are not above invasion. These things cannot be prevented. Things will happen to you in your life out of your control. The idea of you thinking that you can control it is fucking crazy. You can change how you respond to it, but you cannot change what happens to you. And honestly, I'm not saying abuse can break some people apart, but abuse can actually create a lot of transgressive brains in culture. Like if we look at Madonna, when she got raped in New York, she didn't even talk about this until I think like 5 years ago. She didn't fucking lay down and die as a victim. She made erotica. You know what I mean? Like, why aren't these kids realizing, well, I've been abused and I have these things that have happened to me as much as anyone else has. Why don't I not put it on everyone else and try to use this energy to make my life better with rage and hate that will drive me? You know what I mean?
Because a lot of the left are going to find the point that you just made outrageous, and it isn't outrageous. You're simply saying bad things happen. That's a given fact of the universe. And you can either turn You can either turn yourself into a victim, you can indulge in grievance culture, and you can expect the world to repay you for a bad thing that happened to you for the next 50 years. Or you can use it, you can channel it, you can turn yourself into something and let it drive you, let it power you.
Yes. And like these people make like Tori Amos and Fiona Apple not even look that bad. Do you know what I mean? It's like, are you fucking kidding me? You know what I mean? And I think that it actually scares me because I think if we think of how much when we age, how much we change from, like 12 to 20, 20 to 30, all these kind of things, they're acting out their trauma online. You know what I mean? They're not dealing with it in a way that is productive in, being in talk therapy or even being in like just channeling the energy to somewhere. They're putting it all out there. And there's this public exhibitionism that's kind of makes everyone so, I guess, not very empathetic to the destruction of people. Like we watch like Amanda Bynes like go crazy on Twitter, with mental illness, and like Britney in 2007, and then everyone else kind of does that, and then our neighbors become celebrities. You know what I mean? Because we're watching their downfalls, and these kids are too young. Their frontal lobes aren't even developed yet. They don't know what they're doing. You know what I mean? And it's scary, the footprint that they're going to leave, and I think that they're all going to end up like really fucked up at the end of this. Like really fucked up. I mean, I hope they will be.
Well, the more screwed up people, the better for anybody who enjoys culture and art.